Tere õhtust kõigile! Mul on äärmiselt hea näha teid kõiki siin tänasel õhtul, kus me räägime peanahast, peanaha probleemidest, nende leevendamisest ja anda võib-olla nippe teile, mida ja kuidas diagnoosida peanaha probleemi, millised on võimalused nende probleemide lahendamiseks või leevendamiseks ja eelkõige märgata seda vajalikkust selle teema kõnetamisel. Ehk Kérastasil on Divalent šampoon, mis on mõeldudki juustele, mis kipuvad kiiresti minema rasuseks. Ja rasuse juure või peanaha probleem on täna üks võib-olla, kui ma ütlen oma kogemuse poole pealt ja oma klientidelt, üks suuremaid murekohti, et peanahk kipub minema liiga kiiresti rasuseks ning selleks ongi meil väga hea šampoon, Divalent, mis on selline värskuse sümbol. Ehk ta on mõeldud juustele, mis kipuvad minema juure juurest rasuseks, aga otsast jäävad natukene selliseks kuivaks ja vajavad tegelikult otsast niisutust. Veel räägime teile täna ühest uuest tootest, mis on puhastav savi, samamoodi mõeldud rasustele juurtele, tundlikele juustele nädalavahetuseks, ehk see on 2 savi kombinatsiooni ning mentooli lisandiga nädalavahetuse sügavpuhastav savi. Me teame, et ilu on tervise ja sisemise tasakaalu väljendus ja terved juuksed saavad eelkõige alguse meie peanahast. Kuidas leida meie peanaha muredele leevendust? Sellest kõigest me teile täna ka räägime, sellepärast et on selline innovaatiline POTENTIALISTE seerum välja tulnud, mis räägib mikrobiomi vajalikkusest, mis on üldse mikrobioom, mis kaasnevad mikrobiomi tasakaalu häiretega, miks meil võib-olla peanaha probleemid on üldse alguse saanud, kus nad on alguse saanud ning kas need on leevendatavad. Nagu me teame, juuksurid ei diagnoosi haigusi, aga me oskame oskuslikult tõstatada neid teemasid oma klientidega, püüda leida nendega koos lahendusi ning vajadusel suunata ka kindlasti nahaarstile. Täna me ei diagnoosi mitte kedagi, aga me räägime, kuidas leida leevendust probleemidele, millest võib-olla tihtipeale tahaks hoopis vaikida. Mina ei oma biokeemiku haridust, aga täna õhtul olen mina kutsunud endaga siia sellel teemal kõnelema endast palju targemad inimesed. Olen siia kutsunud ka 2 oma kolleegi juuksurit, kes räägivad oma kogemustest ning mina ootan teie poolt igasuguseid küsimusi, mis puudutavad probleemset peanahka, mikrobiomi ja selle keskkonda puudutavaid küsimusi ja mis tahes juuksealaseid küsimusi, millele meie võiksime osata vastata. Mina küll räägin hetkel eesti keeles, aga järgmine külaline eesti keelt veel hetkel nii hästi ei mõista. Tema tuleb ja räägib tegelikult meile mikrobiomist ja miks just tema? Sellel põhjusel, et Ilse on doktorikraadiga biokeemik, ehk tema oskab täpselt ära seletada, mis on need põhjused, miks tekivad peanaha probleemid, kuidas me saaksime neid leevendada. Ta teab täpselt, mis sisaldab innovaatiline POTENTIALISTE seerum ning kuidas ta leevendab meie peanaha probleeme. anname sõna Ilsele ning vaatame, mida on temal meile potentsialisti ja üldse peanaha probleemide kohta öelda. Nii, ja kohe läheb meil video käima ja siis saame So I will introduce Ilse. So we will show the video and then we will have Ilse with, on the screen with me.
Hello, Estonia. My name is Ilse Dimand. I'm a doctor in microbiology and I work in L'Oréal Poland-Baltic Hub as a scientist. And it will be my pleasure to tell more about microbiome. And also I received a Prominent Science Award from L'Oréal in 2016 for microbiology. Without microbes, there wouldn't be higher life forms like us. So we can think of microbes as world's best chemists. And microbiome is recently a very huge topic. And we have on our body from 10 to 100 trillion of microbes who we have symbiotic relationship. It will be my pleasure to tell you more about the microbiome science and also how we can benefit. It already started from 17th century when Antony van Leeuwenhoek, who invented microscope, he was testing from different body parts his microbes and compared them and what acted on his benefit and what not. And now currently we have a lot of microbiome studies, and also in L'Oréal they invested 2 years to study the microbiome, especially for the scalp microflora. And on scalp we have not so many microbes and yeasts and fungi, but those who we have to have like in good shape. It is how many bacteria and also fungi lives on our body, and we have them different on our skin, in our gut microflora, on our oral microflora. So everything that we have on our human body we can call the microbiome. It's the genes of different microbes that we have. We used to think microbes as enemies because, especially nowadays, and of course we need to wash our hands and to take care of our hygiene, but we need to remember that there are also good microbes that live on our body, on our scalp and our skin that we need to take care of. And too much harsh, for example, just washing all of the time and without renewing the natural state for the skin can harm them, and we cannot benefit from this relationship. So these microbes, they make the chemicals that we use for our body that makes our body healthy, because we are actually living with a symbiotic relationship with all the microbes. So that's why microbiome science has become so popular. It has gained all of the attention in well-being, in health system, and also in industry. So that's why in L'Oréal as well, we have invested a lot of research, a lot of time and money into microbiome studies, in skin research, in scalp research, and to determine what works the best for our microbiome on our scalp and our skin. For our scalp, bacteria and fungi, it is important to have good environment, and they need two things that are also in the new serum. Prebiotics are the ingredients, nutrients that are there for our bacteria to sustain the environment. Probiotic frictions are non-viable microorganisms that we also need to maintain good shape of our microbiome on our scalp. So I'm super excited that to see the ingredient list of POTENTIALISTE serum that has prebiotics and probiotic frictions are there, and trying it was amazing experience for my scalp. And also I'm confident to say that my microbiome is in good hands.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, thank you. Very good. Good to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you for being. It was a very interesting video and introduction. What else would you like to add about yourself?
It's just that I have been working in L'Oréal for more than 4 years, and before I was working in research. I'm a microbiologist. I'm still continuing to do research. But yeah, it has been my pleasure to be a scientist here, and also I don't have my own lab here, but I visit very often my colleagues in Paris, and now, like when we communicate digitally, they introduce all the products and how they develop the formula. So it's very interesting to be in this company and learn more about the formula development and the testing. Yeah, so I think yeah, I can guide you a bit about the formulation and what's the testing behind, and also about the microbiome because I'm a microbiologist.
That sounds very, very interesting, because we as a hairstylist, we do not give any diagnosis. We don't diagnose any diseases or anything. And this, the information about the microbiome is very interesting. I think, as you said in the video, that most of us are so scared of the bacteria, and actually it's not the thing we should be afraid. We have to know how to take care of them.
Yeah, I think you are very well explaining that, because at some point we were so afraid, like we washed everything and everywhere, and like it's important to have the hygiene, especially now with the virus season and COVID. But we need to remember that we have also the good microbes, and we do remember when we have to take antibiotics, and then we have to take the good bacteria afterwards, yeah, to have our gut flora back in shape. But it's not just the gut which has microbiomes, it's also our scalp, of course, our skin, and everywhere. And it really depends, like from the region. Is it wet? Is it moist? Or is it dry? And then which microbes will live there? And they help our body to regulate and to protect and also to repair. So that's why it is important to have microbiome. And I said in the video 2 years, but actually it was 2 years that they developed the formula. But L'Oreal has been working on the microbiome for 16 years, and I have myself participated also in some scientific studies because attention to microbiome is very huge now, as we know that it influences our well-being, our organism. So that's why it is interesting subject, but it's a bit complex because each of us, we have our own microbiome. And also for this serum, they did the testing with the controls. Each one had their own control. So because the microbiome is different for each individual. And I read the questions you sent me before. The one question was very interesting, like what affects our microbiome. So how it can be different, and especially for you guys, like if clients ask, so okay, why do I need that? And I understand that, because if I wouldn't be microbiologist, it would also be hard for me to understand. So basically it starts with your scalp comfort, yeah, so that your scalp feels comfortable. And it of course we don't treat illnesses. So like if it's really itchy or has dandruff, then there is a medical product. But we are hair care, and we are very luxury and very well researched based hair care, and with very good formulations for this. So for example, microbiome can be different depending on where you live, like if it's polluted, if it's hot. So UV rays affect also the occupation, what you do, like if you work all time in dry air, or you work outside, or do you move, your lifestyle, your diet. So many factors that can affect your scalp and your scalp microbiome. So there was this question also, if like after winter scalp changes, and of course it's because like we wear hats and we take them off, and then also how in the warm environment where there are radiators, we don't have enough like air. So it really all affects. And also too much harsh washing with the not appropriate products with the surfactants, with the soap, and it also like takes off all of sebum and microbiome as well, and therefore our scalp has less possibilities to keep the barrier function and to have the regulation and to actually have healthy balance, because for our hair to be healthy, we need also to have like a well-balanced scalp.
Absolutely. I do feel what you just told, because I have a clients and they complain the discomfort feeling on a scalp when the heating system starts. So it's like the September, October towards, and they, because the air is so dry, and it is like twice a year they really feel the difference. And the second difference that when they feel is like when they go on a vacation and they get sun, it gets so much better. So is it also somehow related to that sun, or some like salty sea, like some sort of this, or it's just a stress release and it affects our scalp?
That's very good strategy you are saying, because it is. So in summer, like we are healthy, and of course we cannot like we have specially to check the UV factor. If it's too big, then it's also bad for our skin. We can get burns, and also for our hair to dries out. But if everything is well balanced and we get the vitamin D from the sun, and then our body is also in better shape, and we get all of the vitamins, all of the antioxidants from berries, from like if they go on vacation, they relax. You're right, the sleep, it also matters. They don't have stress. As I mentioned, the lifestyle and the occupation is what also affects our scalp, and that's why they can have healthier. Like I can see myself that when I sleep enough, then also my hair looks better, and it's easy as that, and also the diet that you take. So that all helps. But if we have this season with the radiators, and if we have stress, we need some help for our scalp. So I am using myself also this serum. So it has this soothing properties. And do you want me to go in detail for the formula, why they are?
You can actually. It's very interesting. Yes, because the
Yes,
best.
because no, I don't know about that, because like I didn't develop myself. It was my colleagues, but I had the honor to talk with them and to meet with them. So they told me how they developed the formula. So they worked with about 20 variations to get the right one. And so as you know, it's hydroalcoholic, and it is jellified. So they made specially, so it's jellified, so it's more it's better applicable, and it has this like a nice texture that you can apply. And there was this question also, if it doesn't dry out. No, it doesn't. It actually we have a test, and it brings the moisture. And this serum is like for oily, for dry, for sensitive, for all kind of scalps. And the beauty behind this formula, so why we are so proud, is because they succeeded to get the combination of so the tween 21, which is polysorbate. Polysorbate, it is a soothing ingredient, together with vitamin CG. Vitamin CG is derived from vitamin C. It is more stable in cosmetic solutions, but it has this antioxidant properties, and we also need that to work together with other ingredients to have the best balance. And then we have the mixture of probiotic fractions, which are microorganisms that are divided, and we need them for our scalp microbiome, to keep the environment and to keep the protection properties. and also the prebiotics, which are ingredients that help to maintain this an environment better and keep as nutrition for the beneficial microorganisms. So we kind of make a cocktail of ingredients that are good for our microflora, and this is also used in skincare products in different combination, but also like to keep the balance on microbes on skin. But so this serum is actually skincare inspired, and yeah, what else I wanted to say? Yeah, but it has this cooling sensation, and test results are really amazing. So I talked in the end of summer with my colleagues that microbiome studies have very good results. So we tested like a very big clinical study, and it was like it's very like it will go in the history because it was very huge and very good, and that it really helps to maintain the microbiome environment, and also that it has these soothing properties. So already after one application, it was minus 52% discomfort, and after 3 weeks, 91% already of discomfort. And we also have the instrumental test for scalp barrier protection. And I think one of also very important things is the fragrance, because they developed the fragrance that is new only for this formula, and yeah, so I think it's a good experience. What you can take care of your scalp.
Mm-hmm. For how long do you suggest to use the Potentialist serum?
Yeah, so it is made. The testing was done for daily usage. So you need to take 3 applications for, so it's about 4.5 milliliters to have on the on the whole scalp, and then so at least for 3 weeks, and then you can have some results. But of course, it depends then from your own. So you can use it as long as you want. So it's for daily usage, but to have the effect, and I use it like when I feel that I want to use. No, well, I feel that my scalp needs it, and then I use it for some time, for several weeks.
As you mentioned in the video, that the more you wash, the more you're washing off the microbiome environment. So there are also like clients who wash every day, and they say like they feel the itchiness and the sensitivity, and then they feel of the need to wash again, like even twice a day. So it's like a dead circle. So is this something they could use?
Yeah, so it is important that we give some time for, of course, it depends also from the hair type. Yeah, there are some hair types that take care every day, or use the dry shampoo. Of course, that's understandable, and I have dry hair, so, and curly, so I don't need so much washing. But yeah, for those who need to wash, they really need to take care of their sebum, so it gets back and can protect, and also to get the scalp condition that skin can do what it needs to do, and the itchiness doesn't start, and uh, for the itchiness, so yeah, if it's really medical condition, they should check the doctor, and we cannot promise treating like really no, this is like a medical complaint. So, but with the feeling of itchiness, yeah, that you can use these hydroalcoholic serums, and especially products for that work with a sensitive scalp, with a sensitive skin, and to help with some kind of serum. Yeah, so care is important.
So we do speak about the scalp, not the women, but also male and female both can use the serum, right?
Sure.
Yes. So sometimes it's like male clients are more into like, oh no, that's more for the ladies or so, but comfort on a scalp doesn't really need a gender, right?
Exactly, yeah. And I hope they like the fragrance. I hope it's like also it's not too.
Absolutely. Can you bring
Mm.
out the fragrance that are there? It's like the citrus,
Yeah.
the pear.
Yeah, so the top is okay. I hope I will. So the citrus, lemon oil, and pear is the top line, and then the heart is rose and orange and freesia, if I pronounce it correctly, and then also the base is patchouli and amber.
Good, so good. It really, the fragrance is amazing. So,
Mm.
do I understand you correctly that to unleash the maximum potential of the comfortable and the beauty healthy hair is to use the serum?
Well, yeah, as I think it's a balance. Like we should use the products, but we also should keep the healthy lifestyle and take care of watering, like drinking water and diet, healthy diet, and have enough sleep, and then of course. With hair care, to choose the products that are meant for your scalp, and especially helping when the, when you feel that you need and I can say that not only the feeling, yeah, but also I can see the result, yeah. So to feel it, so it really no, works for me, and we have great test results. So I have no doubt to not to say that it's a good product to use.
Yes, I also tried and absolutely fell in love with it because it also not only gives you the great feeling, but it also gives you the unbelievable volume once you blow dry the hair. So, what's the secret behind that?
Well, I cannot comment much on that. Why it brings the volume? I don't have the proof for that, so I would have to check with my colleagues this.
Guilt texture.
But yeah, I think it, yeah, yeah, the yellowish texture for sure, but also yeah that know how you massage, and then it brings extra volume. But I cannot comment much on the ingredient point of view, like what is that or to bring the volume, or from the testing. I haven't prepared. I'm sorry.
It's okay, absolutely. So I just shared my experience, what I felt, but also the feedback from the clients who are struggling with their scalp. I think
Mhm.
nobody really understands before you have once experienced it yourself, the
Sure.
itchiness or this discomfort. And she said that she really got the solution for her problem. And I was so happy because this is something she has struggled. And as you said, the confidence comes from inside out. And I think this serum is one extra tool in our toolkit to feel ourselves the best way possible, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
And
we
the
also
smell
have,
lasts forever.
yes, it
The
does.
smell,
Once
like
you wash it, yes, it's
yes.
unbelievable.
Yeah,
So
like someone
those
told
who,
me, "Oh, you smell expensive." That's a good compliment.
exactly. So those who have never tried the serum yet, so it's a must. And as you said, it really works for everyone. So everyone can use it straight after the coloration, uh, everyday basis. So when it's the best time to actually use it? Is it the morning, evening? Is there any difference?
Mm, not really. So it yeah, you can add daily, but you shouldn't rinse it out. That's the most important thing. So it should have some time uh, to work on the scalp. So yeah, if you do that on like before you uh, do your routine, or I use it also daily, like when during the day I I do it just at work. So there's no suggestions, just daily and not to rinse out.
Perfect. So it's like a daily basis. As you said, you can use it. You can see the result also already from the first week, but the best result.
For the first application already 50%, and then after 3 weeks we had the results for 91. Yeah. And
so if the bottle finishes and I do feel comfortable and I don't have any, maybe some discomfort on my scalp, can I take a break and come back whenever I need it, or you suggest it to continuously use it daily basis for some longer periods?
oof, that's a good question. So I think like to keep the microbiome, this environment, and the functions in a good shape, then it's good to use it for some time, and especially when the conditions, the occupation, what you do, or the climate, or where you are, or cleansing. So it's like a tool that helps you, like that you can add like for so I don't think that you need like a specific break, but of course, if you feel like that you are okay at the moment, then it's So no, we have the results for weekly usage. Like after 3 weeks, 6 weeks. So it is recommended to use like for some period of a time, and then you can see like. If you want to continue to use daily, or then come back to it. So my personal experience, that I feel that it helps me, so I use it.
It's like believe what your scalp says and act accordingly.
Yeah, exactly.
So what would you say to those people who are struggling with oily roots? What could you suggest for them? Those who you wash, you get the good feeling of fresh hair, and after some period, like even for some people, it's like few hours, and they already feel the greasiness on the roots. What suggestion would you give to them?
So this serum is also for oily scalp. So the formulation is hydroalcoholic, and it brings also the cooling sensation, and it doesn't so it doesn't get oily from the serum. It actually can help to balance the sebum. So it works together, like the microbiome with the sebum and with the host. It is like a trilogy that works together. So actually, if you help your scalp with such product, then also the sebum control could be more. But what could I suggest for those? I would suggest to find the hair care that works for them, and that is for oily scalp, and that's why we have developed the formulas that bring, like for example, this Divalent, that bring the result, and that has. So this one had 3 different surfactants, and also in the same time they had this what was where I had it this cationic polymer that takes care of the hair, and it is negatively charged, so it will go to the bases of positively charged. So I think it's also to trust what the hair care is meant for your type of hair and roots, and try it out, and if it works for you.
So thankful for your explanation, because I think it's so important for the hairstylist to understand the product fully, to give the knowledge to the client, because client doesn't always have to know what it like it. If there is interest, then they want to know what are the ingredients, but actually the clients want to have the product that really works and gives them the result they're waiting for. So we don't have to go very complicated with the clients, but it's so good that the hairstylist actually knows what is the product, what does it do, and has all the answers for the client questions. So can you say also about the clay that we are having, the weekend purifying clay that are meant for
Well,
the...
I didn't prepare for the clay, but what questions do you have? Maybe I can answer.
Yes, so that there is also the clay for the oily roots, and it's a mixture of
Yeah.
two clays and the menthol inside that gives you also that freshness feeling. Have you tried it on your
Yeah.
own?
No, I haven't tried it. I have it at my home, but I haven't done it yet. So I cannot really comment on that. But if you want, yeah, I can. Oh, yeah,
It's okay.
actually, I
I
have
just
open here. I have the results from the testing also from this clay, and I remember I was working with some time ago, but
Meanwhile, I can
um,
share my experience because I tried the clay, and also
yeah,
the menthol that gave it actually the freshness feeling, and it was very fun to apply because we did
okay,
not have, this is the new product in the line, and I must say that my roots stayed fresh. I think 2 extra days, so it's the purifying, so it
okay,
gives like,
wow.
yeah, so I felt the difference. So I thought maybe if you have tried, you can share the experience. But if you haven't, then it's a must for this weekend for you.
Yes, I will do it, and thank you for sharing. In the same time, I opened, yeah, that we have these test results, like really was 100% oily or tend to be oily, and or it can be regular or occasional use, and the percentages are really high. That it leaves like the cleanliness feeling and removes impurities with the built up like with the dirt and dead cells, pollution, or the product that we have. So also protects from the greasing until the next shampoo. So
Absolutely.
it's amazing product. Actually, yeah, the results are really really well.
So I'm glad I shared the experience before you saw the numbers, so I can relay and I say it's absolutely true. The numbers do not lie. So I thank you very much, Ilse. The time flies with you, and I think I could just talk with you hours and hours. But we have
Yeah, it's a
two more
pleasure.
guests who maybe want to share their experiences, and I will gladly now announce our two hairstylists, Caroline and Angelina. They are both Estonian, very well known and appreciated hairstylist. Angelina is the one who is working
Hi.
with the curly hair only. So Ilse, you may have some pro tips coming. And then we have Caroline,
Appreciate.
who is also herself naturally with the curly hair.
Yeah.
And she can explain also and maybe share some tips. Maybe I will give you the first word to Angelina and tell me more about yourself, about the salon you're running, and about clients you're working every day with.
Thank you, Marike. It's very funny that people, and my clients always ask me like, "Why do you have a straight hair and you're working with the curls?" Yeah. So I will share my experience. I tried this product. It's really nice. Smells really good. It's true, and it gives really, I don't know. The formula is like really creamy, and it gives really nice um, smoothing feeling. But yeah, this clay has like menthol something in it, so it gives this freshness.
The
For some
purifying
people
clay,
who
right?
like,
Mhm. You
yes,
say you were talking about the purifying clay, yes?
yes, purifying clay. Yeah, it gives like this I don't know, like fresh feeling. Some people really likes it. So from my experience, because I work mostly with curly hair and baby hair, it's usually have drier scalp. These clients usually doesn't have oily scalp, but they do have some, like, I don't know, some scalp issues. Of course, if it's like you can see it's I don't know, red spots or like a lot of dandruff or like something seborrheic bladed, I usually ask my clients to go visit the doctor to check it.
Mm.
And also, from my experience, it's not common to have oily hair and oily scalp and curly hair. So I also ask my clients to visit the doctor because it can be like health related issues. But if you see client with like, I don't know, wavy hair, fine hair, soft hair, and they shares with you that they have oily scalp. It can be, and I do have those clients. Not it's not common, but I do have them. And of course, they struggle to find product that will not over dry hair, yet will clean the scalp and keep this greasiness oil, yeah, like exceed sebum, balanced. And all of my clients, like with curly hair and baby hairs, like have these issues with itchiness, and it could relate it to the dryness. So it depends. Like you can see if the hair is like really curly, and you can ask client like how often do you wash your hair, and if it's just once a week, so it's probably just dry scalp, and it's the itchiness that related to the dry scalp. But if you see that client have like, I don't know, soft hair and complain to itchiness, then of course they need something more. And I'm really excited about this serum um, that I think a lot of my clients will love. And especially during the winter time, as you mentioned, the hat season, um, I was not thinking about the that way about like microbes and everything. I was more thinking about it's supposed to be something related to dry air, but it's a new information for me. Thank you. So yeah, I think this is it.
No, you are
Like,
right.
from
Yeah, the dry air it is, but it's the um, like the sebum and also with the microbiome and to keep our scalp in form. So all the factors that influence this, and it's true that curly hair, the sebum does not migrate so well. So that's why mostly it's not oily.
I also have a question before I give a word to Caroline, because she's working with the youth, very young. But what about women who get to the age and they maybe have the menopause and all the hormones are changing? Is it also somehow related into the microbiome? And is this also some sort of relief on their scalp? Is it somehow connected?
Yeah, our microbiomes changes during our period of life. So, like when we are born, we actually, like, if it depends from the C-section or naturally, and then we get the microbes from our mothers, and then it develops like how we age. And you're right, like the hormones and our age also influences how they are, but also a very important factor is that environment and how we take care of ourselves and yeah, in what condition, like what we give to our organism, and so as the microbes what get and where we are.
Okay, thank you.
I
So
do,
Caroline,
I do agree. Uh, Sorry, I wanted to add something. I do
Yeah.
really agree with you that I also notice that people who has like a lot of stress, or let me say, when I see client with a scalp issue, like especially if it's like something like seborrheic dermatitis, I ask them like, do you stress a lot? Do you have something like stress related? And they say yes, yes, I actually do have. So it's also like a very interesting question.
so
Yeah.
we are like open books. If you know how to read, you can actually read what's going on in a person's life, some sort
True.
of, right?
Yep.
So the
Absolutely.
Caroline, I will give you the words because you are the hairstylist known as the most colorful, and not only in the personality but also in the works you're doing every day. You are working with youth and doing lots of bleaching and coloration. Would you share with us maybe what are the most concerns today in the like teenagers? What are they complaining about, if they are complaining at all?
Well, obviously, everybody wants to be a hairdresser themselves. So I have like two separate like client base, But I must say that as I make so many colorful works, that means that my clients they use dry shampoo. and it means that the scalp will be super oily eventually if they don't use, like, for example, the same clay, or if they don't use the scrubs or anything, because all the products, they will stay on your scalp. So that's why they will have a super oily scalp. And also I have seen that many teenagers, they color themselves at home, which means that they don't have right products, and also they mess up with the microbiomes on the scalp, because probably they will use some heavy bleachers without any protection. So if they come here and they have done everything at home, I will see straight away that they have done something really bad to their skin. You can see that it's not normal anymore. And also, what teenagers do, or young people, they like to use all this hair straighteners, and they make curly hair at home, which means that they use all the heaters, which bring also to oily scalp. And of course, if you are studying, then you are like super stressed all the time, which lead also to oily scalp, I have noticed.
Okay, so the most concerns are the home coloration if they bleach
Yes.
till. So, and if they bleach at home, they may have some burnt on the scalp as well. If you have you noticed?
Yes, of course. And the hair structure is really, really bad. So they start moisturizing their hair, but it's over moisturizing. They start moisturizing the scalp also, but it's too much. You cannot undo what has been already done. They're using wrong products, because you can search anything from Google, you can watch YouTube videos, you can watch TikTok videos, but it doesn't make you a hairdresser. So they will miss very important information.
Okay, so do I understand correctly that, for example, if the teenager has done the coloration at home, has bleached the roots and the scalp, and has even gotten some burnt because there hasn't been any precautions, then is this serum something that actually gives back the balance of the like pH of the scalp? Can it also be somehow is the serum giving the comfort after, for example, the heavy bleach, what people like teenagers have done at home? Put the
Is
serum
this a
You're
being
asking
question
it.
for me, or is it?
I think Ilse
Well,
no.
yeah, so it has this soothing property, so it will do the care, but it really it depends from if it's really severe, and if it's condition already that needs to be seen by specialists, then maybe some medical products already are in need. But uh, yeah, like for care purposes, for itching feeling, and making the comfort, bringing the comfort back again, and also maintaining the uh, this well-being, then yeah, it could help. Um,
So the hair is actually the crown that we are wearing every day, and it starts from the healthy scalp. Is that true?
Yeah, we need to take care of our scalp, and then our health hair will also be in good shape. And as you say, yeah, using the right product. It's such a. I also was thinking the same thing, that you learn years to be hairdresser, and you work, and then of course you cannot expect that you yourself you can do everything, especially with the bleaching. So that surprises me that people do that on their own without any precautions. Yeah.
So, Angelina, Caroline, do you have any questions according to the Potentialist serum, or would you like to maybe comment on the other products, the Divalent shampoo, which is meant for the oily roots and sensitive length, or the clay which is the purifying clay, or also we have the gel mask, rehydrant. Would you like to comment on those products?
Well, I tried this serum. I have tried it twice now, and I was heard that Ilse was saying that someone commented that her hair looks or smells very expensive. Actually, that was my first thought as well. If I tried that, because I think I once had one perfume that smelled like this, so it was like really nice, but it was fresh. So I had a really good sensation on my scalp.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I also wanted to ask Ilse if you have this information about, since I'm working with curly hair and I use a lot of curl manifesto line, can I recommend my clients to use the like instead of curl manifesto bane to use the Pontentialiste bane and follow it with a fondant or mask from curl manifesto line?
You mean the bane from POTENTIALISTE, the green one, this, or
I mean,
together
like,
with the serum?
can I mix the products together?
Can you mix? Yeah, well, of course, like
Because I
that's
mean,
possible.
shampoo is for the scalp, yeah, but then we have to treat the hair,
The curl.
and if it's
Yeah,
curly, it needs like more moisture.
I I actually, that's a good question. I would like mix a bit. Like I have seen like I tried myself the whole routine for the curl manifesto, and what usually like the labs develop, they want to make as a routine. So firstly, like you do with the shampoo, and then with the mask, and like it's the routine, and then we have the results for the whole routine. Yeah, and the testing also, like we can say that okay, so this works, but if you use the routine, and it works complementary. But myself, sometimes if I don't like something about one product, like if I think it's too heavy, then I mix, of course, and uh, and then to get result I want. But with the Skull Manifesto line, it worked actually very well for me, and I just added this serum. But I think, of course, if you think that to take more care of for the scalp, and then have to have the bane, and then to use the products with other products to take care of your curls, sure.
Thank you.
So do you have the gel mask with you as well, Ilse? You had the products on the table, I see.
You mean the white one?
Yes, they're rehydrant, yes. Do you have it on the table
Rehydrant.
now?
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Yes, it is my favorite. Like I can just live with that only and not anything else. Seriously, yeah, my hair, it's so soft and so easy to also to dry, and then it maintains. I really see the results, and I know that what is in the formula and what's the technology behind. So I can say
It's the
that it
amino
really
acid
is
and
like a star.
yeah, and the ingredients there are amino acid and the ceramides, right?
Ceramides, yeah, yeah, ceramides, yeah.
And the amino acid is also for all the line. It helps to reduce the oxidative stress as well.
Yeah, so I don't have the formulation here now, but I can open it. But yeah, it's the whole formula, how they develop that it works together to bring the effect out of it. But you're right, there were amino acids and ceramide, and I can look up
Ceramide
what.
actually fulfills the cracks inside the hair, gives the strength. And if you haven't tried the mask, then it's also because people with maybe oily roots are afraid to use any mask, so it wouldn't touch the scalp and it wouldn't give the greasiness afterwards. But actually, this mask is absolutely must have on your bathroom shelf. And not only to have it there, to use it, right?
Yeah,
Because we women tend to buy products and not use them. So, is there
Absolutely, I
anything you
agree.
would like to add, girls?
I'm really, again, like really thankful to Ilsa, to a lot of information, a lot of, I mean, I think people have to process it, but again, it's the other thing that we have to keep in mind when we checking the clients, yeah, making the diagnosis, I don't know, about this microbes and microflora. It's really important.
Yes, I think it's wonderful job done by my colleagues, like for years, that they really tested like different ethnicities, like because our scalp is different and microbiome as well. So um, it depends like where you live, and so they have the different results from all over the world. So I think it's beautifully done in a way like to bring the products that help for your hair care like in such a way. So and as a microbiologist, really I'm happy to hear that more and more we learn about also good microbes, not only the bad ones, and that brings our the sicknesses, but also that to keep maintain our body in well shape. And um, yeah, so let's take care of our microbe environment. And also if people learn more about this, and I think we'll be more educated, then also it will be easier to understand like that how much affects also our lifestyle and diet, and as you say, stress and our habits, and that we cannot, yeah, as you told also, that learn everything just from YouTube and take it as for granted. I tend to very much think about this, that like we have so many people in the labs for Kérastase who develop the products and who work in research behind, and that I somehow feel that we can use their work, and yeah, I trust in them, and like seeing myself how they work. So that's why I think it's cool to have.
Very good. As they say that the beauty is the inner eye of the beholder. What do you think? What is the beauty today?
Confidence.
Confidence? What else, Caroline?
Healthy hair.
Healthy hair. Angelina?
Yeah, hair and teeth has and skin has been throughout the
Yeah.
ages, yeah, the beauty ambassadors.
Yeah, I think that if you're healthy, you're already beautiful, and I think it's maybe something about like I don't know if we think about like how people look, maybe how to express yourself. I don't know about individuality, maybe.
Yes, I also think, as you mentioned all before, that Ilsa, you said it's the lifestyle and everything what you do brings the beauty, and also the beauty is the expression of the health and the internal balance today. So, and I think the new serum, the Potentialist, will unleash the maximum potential of the healthy hair through the healthy scalp. Do you agree?
I do.
Yes, serum and all hair care, like it really matters how you take care of your
Exactly.
hair and scalp. Yeah.
So do trust your hairstylist. And I think the cooperation between the client, home hair care, and the hairstylist work in the salon brings the beautiful hair into real life. So
I agree.
I thank you very much. So it has the 1 hour
Thank
has
you.
flew by with you, and
Thank you.
hope to see you next time. And thank you for your experiences, for sharing the stories and all the knowledges, Ilsa. Thank you and take care. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, ladies. It was a pleasure to
Thank
be with you.
you.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Bye.
Bye.
Aitäh vaatamast ja kui on küsimusi, siis vastame hea meelega ja kui teil on veel midagi lisada, siis jääme ootama teie kommentaare. Ilusat õhtut ja ilusaid juukseid!